everyone and welcome, this is the Apostate Prophet. I'm kind of sick of saying, hi everyone and welcome, this is the Apostate Prophet every time. But anyway, hi everyone and welcome, this is the Apostate Prophet. I hope you're having a great day. When I was a teenager, I usually refer to something that happened in the distant past as when I was a baby. Yes, I really do that. I'm not joking, this is serious. When I was a teenager, not when I was a baby, I went over to a friend with my bicycle. It was dark because it was night. That is usually when it gets dark, because that is when Allah covers the day with the night, which is a veil, as everyone knows. So I went to my friend's house with my bike, and for some reason I left my bike outside, unsecured. And guess what? When I went back outside, my bicycle was gone. I was frustrated at first and wondered who would take my bike. But then it became very clear who took my bike, because everyone knows who steals bikes, right? Demons. Yes. Arabian desert demons known as jinns. Jinns steal bikes because they love riding our bikes. A creature that is invisible to us and made of smokeless fire, even able to fly and ascend through the skies, to listen to Allah's high assembly with the angels, just to be shot at with stars, stole my bike. Sometimes they even kidnap children. Don't ask me why. Maybe because they can't have children themselves, because even if they are hot because they are made of fire, it is also very hard to have sex if you are made of fire. Very unfortunate. If you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about, then I shall tell you immediately that I'm giving you invaluable wisdom. Islamic wisdom, fresh from the hot deserts of Arabia, brought to you to this channel, the Apostate Prophet. The amazingly wise and wonderful, completely sane, Holy Prophet Muhammad once said the following. Cover your utensils and tie your water skins, and close your doors and keep your children close to you at night, as the jinns spread out at such time and snatch things away. When you go to bed, put out your lights, for the mischief doer may drag away the wick of the candle and burn the dwellers of the house. This ridiculously childish narration by the great and wise Holy Prophet Muhammad is repeated in other narrations. In some of them, the creatures are referred to as devils instead of jinns, but that wouldn't make much of a difference to the point. And devils in Islam may be evil jinns. It's a whole crazy world of fantasies. Invisible beings made of fire are out there at night wanting to steal your things. This is not about supernatural beliefs. The problem is that what is being described here is ridiculously absurd. It would require that in reality, objects disappear in our real world for completely inexplicable reasons, and that we have no other option left but to explain that they were stolen by jinns or invisible beings. Think about it, we have cameras today everywhere, and you don't see things floating through the streets or from porches at night. I mean, I haven't checked if there is such footage, to be very honest, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't exist, except as a prank or as one of those fabricated videos that people shouldn't believe anymore in 2020. And not only objects, children could be taken away by jinns. Happens frequently, right? You are happy and you make a new child. You have a sweet little son and you raise that son for years, and one day, boom, jinns took him. Because they are jealous with their dysfunctional fire organs. If things disappear today, we can most definitely prove that they have been stolen by actual people, or taken by people, or moved by a storm, or that the person who owns those belongings simply made a mistake, or that an animal took something. We are 100% sure that spooky jinns don't go around at night stealing things, or at least we should be 100% sure. If you are not sure, then we have a problem. This collection of hadith, reports of Muhammad, is in Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim, and several other sources. It is deemed authentic, reliable by Islamic standards. It's right there together with so many other things that Muslims have no problems believing in, that form essential practices in Islam today. The narrator is a trusted Muslim companion of Muhammad, responsible for many other hadiths. And I really want to ask, does anyone today really want to believe that Muhammad told people to watch their belongings and their kids because they could be snatched by those bastard jinns? And that this Muhammad was also a holy prophet who only spoke truth and wisdom delivered to him by Allah through the angel Gabriel? Now, a Muslim may say that Muhammad was talking about devils, and that he was maybe referring to evil people who steal things, because they may also be called devils. But that is extremely unlikely, because he could have just said people, but he clearly says that jinns go out at night for an hour, like that is a phenomenon that happens every night for a fact. Even if this was referring to evil humans, that would mean that there was a common problem of people going around at night stealing things and kidnapping children in the Muslim state of Medina, and that Muhammad advised people to watch their belongings and go inside instead of doing something about that, which is, as said, very unlikely. Now, in the fantastic world of Islam, jinns are also described as shapeshifters. They can appear like a human or an animal, including a snake. In fact, Muhammad once warned that some snakes in Medina may be jinns who converted to Islam, which is why if you see a snake, you should warn it for 3 days, and if it doesn't go away, then you should kill it because it is the devil. So a Muslim could say that those jinns who come at night and steal your belongings and kidnap your children may as well be snakes, or jinns in the form of snakes. Which, of course, yeah, makes more sense than an invisible being coming and stealing your belongings. But why do those snakes come at a certain time, at a certain hour, and then go after an hour again, and then it is safe? And would you really want to ridiculously warn a snake for 3 days before you defend yourself? Because Muhammad said that the snake may be a Muslim jinn. I mean, imagine you're in front of a snake and you just say, hey, I warn you in the name of Allah, please go away. You may be a Muslim. You look like a snake, but you may be a Muslim. Please go away. I will warn you for 3 days. Look, you have 3 days. And then the snake bites you and you are dead. Great, thanks Muhammad. Muhammad was living in a desert, where believing that jinns roam the desert during the day, and especially at night, was a very common belief. In fact, Muhammad described that they eat animal feces and bones, which is why humans should leave those things alone. I'm just glad to know that jinns eat the poop of my dog in my backyard. For some reason I still have to go and pick it up and throw it away. Maybe they don't really like the poop of my dog because it is my dog and it's not halal, I don't know. I have to look into that. I will try to converse with a snake if I ever see one in my backyard, and I will give you an update on that once I have one. This will be revolutionary Islamic science. It is no wonder that many Muslims today suffer from a fear of jinns. It's very common. And modern psychology is gladly finally addressing this issue. There are certainly no jinns stealing your belongings, and my bike was not stolen by a jinn either. That is ridiculous nonsense which Islam and Muhammad adopted from a primitive culture in 7th century Arabia. It is much more ridiculous than believing in angels and believing in Allah. Please stop. But I wonder if this is still a thing in 2020. Do children still grow up thinking that they could be kidnapped by demons at night? Because that's a very stupid thing to believe, and children happen to be stupid. That's what makes children special. They're stupid. Sorry, children. But you know who else is stupid? Muhammad. Actually, maybe Muhammad was not that stupid and crazy. Maybe he was going around stealing random things and blaming it on jinns. He would also kidnap children because, let's face it, Muhammad had a special interest in children. He loved children, maybe a bit too much. But I wouldn't say that Muhammad would go around and take children against their will. Muhammad would never do something so disgusting. He would marry the children first and then... Whatever, let's not go there. Don't be mad at me, it's the Prophet of Islam who married a child. Am I the disgusting one for pointing that out because 1.6 billion happened to call him the Holy Prophet? But anyway, I will not claim that Muhammad went around stealing things and kidnapping children, but I will stick to the conclusion that Muhammad was very dumb, primitive and crazy. Just my humble opinion. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like this video and to subscribe. If you want to support my work, since most of my videos are not monetized, I have no idea why, and jinns steal my money at night, you can support me on Patreon or on apostateprophet.com. Thank you all so much. I will be back very soon. Have a fantastic day and please stay away from Islam.